Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing an update on my quartergram eyeshadow challenge. So if you're not familiar with this, what I'm doing here, essentially I've chosen a bunch of eyeshadow products and my goal is to use 1/4 gram of those products. So 1/4 gram from a single product or 1/4 gram for each pan in a palette. And it's not like 1/4 gram of this, 1/4 gram of that. I just total up the amount of pans, times it by 1/4 gram, and then that's what I'm aiming to use up. I also do have some eyeshadows in this project that I am trying to finish, and I am not doing 1/4 gram for each pan in this little palette because it's a lot. And I'm just going to say this, going forward, I'm probably not going to do 1/4 gram for each pan in any other palettes that I introduce because the shit's hard. The shit is fucking hard. Like, it is taking so damn long. I am starting to feel like just not inspired. Not inspired. I feel like it's really difficult to reach the goals. It's frustrating me. So I might be making some changes to this in the future, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm not making any bloody decisions about jack shit at the moment because I don't want to. It's too hard. But let's look at progress, numbers, all that stuff. I'm going to start with the Urban Decay Naked palette and I'm going to have a ranty pant. I'm wearing them. I'm wearing my ranty pants. Raging at this at the moment. So here's what she looks like. The pan that I am the closest to hitting pan on is Naked, and like I use it almost every time I do my damn makeup because I'm like gonna hit pan. I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing the Wild Berry palette from Nabla. This is a new one. Testing them out, so all of the Project Pan stuff and eyeshadow stuff is just gonna sit to the wayside while I play with them. But I have been using this and I still haven't fucking hit pan on that eyeshadow, and I feel like it's so close. Like the dip is deep. The dip is fucking deep. You can probably tell that I'm like super frustrated with this palette at the moment. It's true, I am. So I weighed this today and more rage. So I was kind of hoping that I'd hit pan on that Naked shadow by this update. No, didn't happen. So frustration. And then when I weighed it, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? What are you doing? My God. So last month it was 144.18 grams, right? And with this palette, I always like triple weigh it just to make sure I'm getting like an accurate weight. Today I weighed it, and I weighed this about, I don't even know, probably 6 times. And I even used a different set of scales to like double check the weight. Came in at 144.5. And I was like, my scales are off. I thought I fucking fixed this issue. It's not my scales. Because as we go through the rest of the eyeshadows in this project, you're going to see that the weights are relevant, especially based on how much I use them. This palette is, stop feeding it during the night. Don't feed it after midnight, guys. They grow. I don't understand. And I know people are going to be like, your scales are off. They're not. I know they're not. They're going to be like, don't keep it in damp areas. I don't. This is so far away from any water source that it's kind of annoying. It's not annoying. Like, it's just not near a water source. I don't understand. I don't fucking understand. It's not damp in here. Like, don't test me. I'm not in the fucking mood. I got that out. I feel a little bit better. I'm still internally raging though, but we'll control that. Let's move on to the MAC Burgundy ×9. So I used this a few times, but I wasn't focusing on it. I've been focusing on that goddamn Urban Decay palette. So this was 63.3 grams and it is now 63.24 grams, which makes perfect sense for the amount of times that I used it. My goal on it is 61.86 grams, so I've still got a long way to go, but you know, it's fine. I like that little palette. I will say, I feel like the pigmentation on this palette is pretty average, but I kind of like that because I'm digging these like much softer eye looks at the moment. But if you're looking at this and going, oh, rich vibrant purples, or rich, you know, autumny purples, sexy, I would say it's not as rich as it looks. It's actually quite muted and soft, so just be aware of that if you were keen on the purples. Let's get into this single palette. People ask me very often where I got this. I know it's sexy, it's beautiful, I love it. So I got it off eBay. It's a magnetic palette. I got it off eBay, so if you're keen, it's where you can find them. Let's start with brownie points from Makeup Geek. So this was 4.38 grams. It's now 4.36 grams. I'm not surprised. That is probably quite relevant based on how many times I used it. Cherry Cola, 4.43 grams last month, 4.43 grams this month, and I can tell you I didn't use it this month, so I'm not surprised. Look at that, my scales are accurate. Then I have Wild West. So this was 4.01 grams last month and it's 4 grams now. Why am I not surprised? I did use it maybe once or twice, so there we go. And then we have Makeup Geek Curfew. Again, I didn't use this. 4.4 grams last month, 4.4 grams this month. This random brown shade, I also didn't use this. It was 2.97 grams last month. It's 2.97 grams this month. I'm just looking at all of these and I'm like, oh God, did I even fucking use any eyeshadow? Like, I feel like I used nothing based on these numbers, and I think that's something that's kind of shitting me off about this project. And maybe it's just weighing them. Maybe that's like what's frustrating me. I don't know, but it's just, I feel like the progress is so painfully slow, even when I'm fucking using the shit. Like, all right, let's not, look, I've got something positive here. Let's talk about this. So this is an Ulta 3 eyeshadow in Blank Canvas. Looks empty, doesn't she? It's because there's literally just like a skinny ring of product around the edge of the pan. This one, I'm going to finish it in May for sure. So this was 4.09 grams. It's now 3.64 grams. So there we go. You can see, you know, when you use when you use an eyeshadow on a large sort of surface area, you can use it up quite quickly. Now I use this to set between my crease and my brow. So this whole section here, right? Fairly large area. It uses, you know, a decent amount of product out of a small pan. But when you're putting a tiny bit of fucking eyeshadow in your crease or a tiny bit on your eyelid, oh God, fucking, I just want my eyeshadows to literally be the size of like a 5-cent piece or smaller, please. And this one is from a Tarte palette. It's just a matte cream shade. I didn't use this because I was focusing on the Ulta 3 one. So this was 1.47 grams. It's still 1.47 grams. Let's move on to individual stuff. What do we got? Okay, so my Bia pigment, I used this a few times. I am trying to like hit my goal on it because I want to swap it out for an Inglot pigment. Have a play with one of them, but I plan on keeping this, so I kind of want to like hit my goal on it. I'm one of those people where if if I put my mind to something, I want to achieve the goal. So anyway, this was 9.93 grams. It's currently 9.9 grams. My goal is 9.73 grams. So I got to use it more. I didn't use it a whole lot this month, but I did use it a few times. I suppose I was hoping for like more progress with the weight, but didn't quite hit the mark. Colourpop, this is Elixir. This is dry as fuck. I used it twice, and look, I gotta say, I really love the color. God, look at this shit. I love the color, and I can make it work. You know, if I use like a fluffy brush and I go in, and then like layer, I can get there, but it takes forever. Now, if you are like, but Hayley, you can revive them. I know, I don't want to. Look at how long it's taking me to use stuff up that like I actually use on a super, super regular basis. Like, I don't need to revive a dried up Colourpop Super Shock Shadow so that I can use it a few times and then put it in my drawer and let it dry up again. And to be fair, I'm sure I've got this color in a million eyeshadows in my collection. So no, I won't be reviving any of my Colourpop Super Shock shadows, except I do have a couple like sparkly sort of duochrome ones that I fucking love, and those I would protect with my life, but not like an orangey brown. And my liquid shadow is Stila Little White Lies in Fuchsia Fiction. So this was 35.04 grams. It's now 34.99 grams. My goal is 34.79 grams. So I find liquid eyeshadows easiest to hit the goal on because it's a liquid, it weighs more, and you know, it's easier to sort of use up that weight goal. So there you go. Since I'm getting rid of this, I'm introducing another Colourpop Super Shock Shadow because I'm determined to get through them all. I should make sure this isn't so dry that it's useless. No, she beautiful. So this is Monkey Business, and you can see the swatch there, beautiful compared to this sad fucking thing. So I'm going to give that one a go. That's actually a sexy ass color. Okay. I'll use you soon. No, I must use the Nabla palettes first. I must. See, that's what makes projects like this difficult. Like, I've literally just had 3 new palettes come into my collection, and I want to like use them so I can talk about them in a video and actually give you like solid feelings. But it means I'm not using these things. Struggle is real. First world problems. Okay, so that's it for my quartergram eyeshadow challenge update. Pray for me. I feel like I need it. I'm getting like frustrated. And this is very, very common for me with eyeshadow projects. I find that I get to a certain point and I'm just like, you're stressing me out, you're frustrating me. The progress is not enough, especially when I compare it to things that I've got in my project pan and how quickly I can use up a damn foundation compared to hitting pan on an eyeshadow that already has a deep dip in it. Like, my God. I feel like I went off on a tangent. Was I asking you guys to leave your comments down below? If I was, then please do. If not, then I am now. Leave your comments down below about how you're going with your eyeshadow projects, and I'll see you in the next one. This bloody thing is stressing me out.